My messy as hell right now music room. We'll start over here with the guitars. I got, I'm not really sure the name brand anymore, but I sticker bombed it and painted the custom pickguard. It's just kind of there if one of my friends ever come over and they need a guitar. I sort of have one. I have my personal bass, the Squier P bass, with the kill switch and just a single volume knob. I also got the Seymour Duncan quarter-pound pickups. Over here I have another bass. It is the Epiphone. I don't remember the name of it. It's a sort of the SG bass, short scale. So sometimes I jam it on that. The Yamaha PSR E413 piano. Great, lots of settings, I love it. We have one of the PA floor monitors here. Can't see it there. The Euro Live F1220. Over here is just another head. I got tons of heads around here. We have the Vox Valvetronic amp. Yeah, kind of jamming around in that. You know, we don't want too loud sometimes. Ukulele over here. The MacBook, the GarageBand. Then we've got over here. We have the Onyx Blackjack USB interface. Works great. I've had no problems with it yet. And underneath that we have the Eurotrax UB1832FX Pro. 6 inputs for XLR, and then 4 outputs in the back for stereo, I guess. It's got the 2 running there to the single here. I have 2 males, or 2 females to 1 male here, just for the mono sound. Works pretty good because this one actually runs to my sub kick, and so I can control it that way because I had no more outputs there, or inputs there. Lots of drum stuff. I have the Kid drum kit, you know, kicking around. A couple older amps. I don't really use them anymore because I've upgraded. They're just nice just to have there, I guess. We have the Washburn acoustic guitar in its bag. In that Fender case actually is a rebuilt Barracuda. The punk rock one. I'll bring it out in a bit. We have Tama Swingstar, hand painted by me. It actually looks orange in the video, but it's actually a fluorescent pink and black shell. On top we have the HD Dry Evans Level 360, wound all the way to the end. Very, very tight snare. There's some wrap from the drums. We have the Pearl Export 10-inch tom. Don't really use that anymore. And back there is a 12-inch, or another 10-inch tom for the other kit. We have the Granite Percussion Cajon, and then it's pretty nice. Works great. Drum kit is a Pearl Export 2015 model. We have on top and bottom, we have Remo Encore head on the floor tom. Gives a nice deep sound on tops and bottoms. I had them painted, well, Sharpied. This one is the Cheshire Cat, and I have a Pokeball, and over there is Deadpool. So on cymbals, we have the SR2 medium 20-inch, SR2 medium 17-inch. So the SR2s are basically somewhere of AAXs, HHXs, some high-end ones that either go to a show, they get a little damaged around the edge, they take it, cut it off, sell it for almost nothing. I bought this one for I think $120, and this one for about $98. But they both sound miraculous. Over here we have the HHX Stage Ride 20-inch, yeah. It gives a nice little tone when I want that extra, I feel almost as a dark tone for me. And then I have the Stage Crash as a 16-inch. Hi-hats are Dream Bliss. I just love the way they sound for the music I like to play. Snare is a Evans Genera Dry level 360 head. It's also wound right to the end, and just there's no overtone, no undertone. It snaps, and that's it. This one I'm not a huge fan of. I can't get the sound I want out of it, but it is a Evans level 360 G2 head. If you have any recommendations for a good head on top here, please let me know. I've been searching, I couldn't find one that I've liked. Bass, we have just the stock Pearl batter head, and we also have, for a double kick, I use the Pearl 932, I believe it's called, and all my hardware is Pearl as well. It was not that I wanted it, it just kind of came like that. So this is the homemade sub kick I built. I used a 12-inch subwoofer I took out of my car. It was broken here and I didn't really need it anymore. I took, on the inside, I've taken an XLR cable and soldered it, that's the word, and built a port here where you can actually unplug it, and you can kind of use this as another XLR cable if you need to, if you don't need the sub kick. And then you just wire it back up. And it works really well actually for what I'm doing. On the front of my head here, I have the Remo Encore made in Taiwan heads. I love these heads, they sound so nice. Gives it a real punchy feel, I feel like. Playing a lot of punk rock, a lot of metal, I've never had a problem with these heads. Alright, moving on to mics. This is a, right up here, Apex 435B, and same with that one over there, the 435B. All the mic on the toms and the snare are all 30 Apex 326s. You see that or not? It's hard to focus this camera. All 326s, and on the front is a, oh, I can't even remember the name of it, I'm sorry. 325, that was the name of it, 325. That goes right inside here. So yeah, this is kind of what I got going on right now. My other amp is in my bedroom. This is the one I use for guitar and bass. It both has clean sounds no matter what I do. It's a 1980 GBX a head. This is the G-2 preamp here. It works really well. I bought this yesterday and I was playing it all morning and I've had no problem. It's a 4x10 cab and a pre-head here, or preamp, sorry. On the back here you have all this stuff, and then, whoa, I can't see that dark. Yeah, amp built in and stuff like that. But it works great. Even on the front here, there's not too many of these around. Actually, I've only ever seen one. This is the one I have. But we have over here, you can get different sounds. So like C is distortion. It sounded really mean when I put it on distortion there. And then A is clean, and there's an effects. I don't know, I have nothing bad to comment yet so far. I'll probably be doing a review on this eventually when I get a little bit more into it and messing around with it. But as a first starter, I'm loving it. So yeah, this is what I've got going on here. Of course, I keep all my boxes. They're actually all underneath here. I keep all of them just in case. You never want to take it somewhere and you don't want to scratch up a mic and you don't want to this and that. I also have, over here, I forgot about this one, an SM58 beta for vocals. It, as everybody knows, the Shure beta, SM58, there is no complaints anywhere ever. I love it. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'll probably be doing a review too on my sub kick I've built, and just the sound quality I can get from it is just so much more. I think everyone else needs one of these sub kicks. I think everyone needs to build their own sub kick. It costs literally nothing. If you have any old speakers, anything with that, wire it backwards and it sounds great. Oh, here, I can show you inside here. So there's the sub, and down, oh, I put tape on so you couldn't really see that great. but inside I've wired it backwards so that it takes sound instead of makes sound. Right there. So yeah, thanks for tuning in.